Hi, I am Tiffany and we are out here in another Adventures in Eagle territory. I am outside in our weathering yard, which is our nice, private, quiet place for our birds with Washaka. If you're wondering what he's kind of chewing on here, it is some rabbit fur. Washaka actually hasn't been outside in a while. Washaka, a lot of times chooses not to go outside when it's cold out. He is a Florida bird, and whether that affects his decision or not, he is one that does not really care for when there's snow on the ground or when there's a brisk air. And so he much more prefers on a nice sunny day like this. There's some low wind, and it's a nice easy day for him to come out and enjoy the sun with us. And so we're going to stay out here. Maybe he might do something called sunning. Washaka is very well known for doing that, which is where he actually fluffs up all his feathers and extends his wings and absorbs the sun. It's kind of like an eagle's version of sun tanning for us, only he doesn't need the oil. And so that works out quite a bit for him. You want to turn? So Washaka is seeing something that he just wants to take a look at on a better side. So I'm turning around for him so that he can see whatever he is seeing. He sees a lot better than I do. He can see for about 3 miles away. I cannot. So I trust him on whichever way he wants to face, which means that I gotta turn quite a bit. Him missing that left eye completely means that he can only see from that right side, which means usually he's only looking at me. So that means that if he wants to see something else, I have to turn for him. Now we do have an alarm going off from the siren letting us know that it's noon. And so that's basically just an alarm for a small town like Wabasha, saying that it's noon here in our town. He wasn't quite sure what that is. He's doing a behavior that you guys see a lot with Latch, which is paddling. Oh. Getting his balance, getting some stretches out, getting some exercise in. Washaka is one that does paddle as well as Latch does. No rhyme or reason. It's usually associated with younger birds, but older birds can do it as well. So Washaka is one that will tend to do it when we are outside and there's a wind as well. Just a reminder for you guys, Washaka is our 13-year-old bird who was found with a tumor on that left eye that was removed out in Florida. That tumor was removed and it was found the eye underneath was non-functional at all. Now that being said, he actually still had the eye up until last March. And then last year, our vet said, you know, it's causing some issues, we have to remove it. So we did get it removed last March, but then that caused some issues for the fact that we wanted to make sure that it healed correctly and that he stayed healthy. So we actually wasn't able to go outside all summer last year to make sure that that eye healed correctly. And so with that, we were able to bring him outside in the winter, but by that time he really didn't want to come out so much. And so most of the time he wanted to stay inside, which was just fine. We are able to open up the windows and whatnot for our birds inside their usual habitat. But when we can, we do like to make sure that they get some official outside time and get to come out here as well. The nice thing about coming out here is that there is quite a lot to see. These birds are visual creatures, and so this is a lot of visual enrichment. More of that paddling here. And so that means that he gets to see people come by, he gets to see barges and ships and cars and lots of things go by. Sometimes that can be a little scary. Hopefully most of the time we can see it as more of a positive for him so that he can see lots of different things in the area. And something too is that we have lots of eagles in the area. We actually saw 4 of them soaring around even right now. And so those are things that he can watch as well. All right, everyone, as I pay attention to Washaka, I'm going to sign off here on another Adventures in Eagle territory. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again.